Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of the Junior B Lacrosse Playoffs. I'm Simon Shaskovsky. You're watching CROW LAX TV, and we've got ourselves a Central Division matchup between the Rockyview Silvertips and the Mountain View Mavericks. This is a game that both of these fans have been waiting for a whole month and a half at this point, with both teams towards the end of the season fighting for that top central spot. Silvertips coming out on top. But not to really say anything against the Mavericks when I say that, though. I believe 7 straight wins, an impressive performance. We've got the national anthem coming up right here. I'll be right back with you for that and the entire game. Make sure to stick around. You're watching CROW LAX TV. All right, we are moments away from the opening face-off between these two Central Division superstar teams, basically. Both of these teams already ready to make a big splash in the Larry Bishop, as both of these teams have already qualified technically, as the Silvertips are the host. And since even if Mountain View ends up falling in this series, they're still going to end up making their way there. But that's not to say that this game or this series doesn't mean something, as there is a lot on the line here. Even if you just want to look at it as bragging rights, both of these teams, I hope I'm not the first person to tell you this, they don't like each other. They are absolutely ready to go to war this weekend over today, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be hosting both, obviously, today's game, and if there is a Game 3, we will be back with you for that. Game 2 will be in Innisfall. As we get ready to get underway, both teams are getting ready at center. The last time these teams faced off, I believe it was June 9th. The Mavericks beat the Silvertips 9-5. Silvertips trying to make sure that this Game 1 isn't a repeat of that. And we're underway. And we're going to see this one go to Mountain View. As they take this one into the corner. Didn't like it. He'll send it back out to center. They'll loop this one around, bounce off the screen. Putting it down low, won't find the pass. This one's bounced behind the goal. McDonough will be the first one there. And he'll send this out to a defender, and they'll head the other way down the floor. This one's on the stick of Fuster. He saw a lane. Decides he doesn't like it. Sends this one over. Cullen has it. He'll send it to Penner. Penner's going to run around the arc with it. Send it over to Schroeder. Schroeder sends it to the corner. He'll get knocked down. Picked up by Mountain View. They're heading the other way. Oh, no, they're not. As he'll end up bobbling that one. It's picked back up by Mountain View. This one's on the stick of Hildebrandt. As this one's going to get turned over. Silvertips heading the other way now. Schroeder sends it up the floor. He'll find Twite. Twite down low, 2-on-1. Nice save by the goaltender. As now the Mavericks are going to head the other way down the floor now. Benko has it on his stick. He'll wrap this one behind the net. They'll walk in. Didn't like the shot. Finds a diving forward, but was not quite able to get it off. Long shot attempt. McDonough gets in front of it. Rebound chance. Defender gets there first. DeGroot now is going to walk this one down the floor. Minute and a half gone. Few shot attempts for the Mavericks early, but still 2 zeros on the scoreboard. They'll march in. Won't quite find anything there, and now the Mavericks head the other way. This one's on the stick of Drew Barkley. Long shot, won't find nothing. Silvertips pick it up. It's knocked off his stick, though, and it's turned over. Silvertips and Mavericks fighting for it at the blue. We'll see the Silvertips pick this one up. As Nickel is forced to drop this one, Mountain View's heading the other way. Nice spin move. So he tries to work this one around. Sutherland has it. Point leader in their first round series against the Chill. Passes this one in. Bounce shot goes a little too high. Now the Silvertips will head the other way down the floor once again. Neither team wanting to let off the first score of this one. It's on the stick of the captain. He'll get double teamed, but he'll end up making his way around it. He has, tried to be a little too fancy, ends up turning it over. Maybe a 2-on-1 chance. He's pushing down, beats the defender all alone, puts this one on goal, but would not get it off. He might have had a foot down too. Won't quite matter. Silvertips will now take this one back down the floor. I think he had a stick under his jersey there. So they start to rotate things. He'll shoot this one in. Nice shot, but it'll be blocked. The Mavericks knock this one into the corner. Both teams fighting for it now. Shot clock continuing to tick. He'll kick this one into the corner, and with that, the Mavericks will get this one back. They set up their offense now. Muratori with it up high. Sends it to the corner. Walking around with this one. Long shot, easy save but from McDonough, who hasn't quite been tested early so far. Silvertips walking this one around. Long pass. Won't find Chabak. And they send this one down the floor. Maybe a chance for a rush for the Mavericks. 3-on-1, but that one's bobbled. They'll pick it back up in the corner and get a chance to set things up. Gardner has it up high. He'll send it to the corner where they'll miss the pass. Maybe a chance for the Silvertips going the other way. But this one's turned over once again. Fuster able to grab it, though. And now he'll walk this one down the floor. Silvertips get their offensive players out there. Fuster all alone walking in, but won't beat the goaltender quite yet. Excellent play there to sort of fake them out. Another chance. Norris not quite able to beat him. Muratori with it. Walking in alone. Beats the defender, but decides against the shot. He'll send it to the corner. Back up high. So they work this one around. He's looking for the long shot. Tries it. McDonough is able to get a piece of that one as it goes wide. They restart things. New shot clock. He'll find Payne Shad. Back up. Set things up in the corner. He'll center this one. Don't have to shoot it quite yet. Takes the long shot off the pad of McDonough. Now the Silvertips will head the other way. Racing this one down the floor is DeGroot. He'll hand it off to the captain. He's going to push his way in. He's looking for something. Sends a long pass into the corner, but they'll end up turning this one over on an infraction, and Mountain View head the other way. They try and pick this one up. He'll try and muscle his way in. They send it back up high. Thinks about the shot, won't go for it. Long shot there is blocked. He'll get it back, walks in, beats 2 defenders, tries to go 5-hole, won't quite get there. McDonough's had to make a few hard saves in the last minute or two, but he's been game so far. Fuster pushing his way in, walks off a screen from Schroeder. This one's given to Norris. Norris walks his way in. He's looking for a shot. Long pass, gets low, walks in, and they'll bury it. The Silvertips get their first goal of the postseason. That one's coming off the stick of Chase Penner. Chase Penner was the Silvertips leader in their season series, getting a solid start to the postseason series right there. 1-0 Silvertips, just 6.5 minutes through this one. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and River Valley. Work in a thriving community and play where every moment is memorable. Visit Work and Play in Fort Saskatchewan. As that chance there for Mountain View won't quite go their way. It's nearly turned over, and it will be. Mavericks now heading down the way, and you know they want to tie things up. Cole Scott has it. He turns back, using his body, looking at a shot, passes it back. They won't quite find that one. They send this one out to center. Fuster all alone. He'll think about it. He'll take it, but oh, it'll get knocked off his stick right before the shot. And they'll give this one back to the Mavericks. Heading down the floor now. They'll center this one. So they get their offensive specialists out there. They'll send this one down low. Bounce shot, won't find a 5-hole. McDonough's been solid so far. Ooh, that one's bobbled a wee bit by Christian DeGroot. This one's nearly turned over, and it looks like it will be. They're heading back down the floor. Nice fake there. He'll get knocked down, though. McDonough with another close save. Giving it back to DeGroot. He'll find a teammate at center. And they'll work their way down. They'll send it to the corner here. Schroeder has it now. He sends a long bomb. Nice shot. The goaltender was able to get in front of that one, though. They'll send this, or they'll get their offense started first, but they get a few players out there. He'll spin off the screen. Sends this one back out to center. Norris finds Penner. He already has one. He'll walk in. He might have a chance for 2. Goes right off the post. Looking for another one. That one bounces off. The ref waves no. And somehow that one stays out of the net. Now the Mavericks with a chance. They'll go 5-hole again. McDonough's able to stop that one. So far, that's been the Mavericks' favorite spot to go. They go for a long pass there. Weren't quite able to find it. As they set up offensively, he'll push in. Won't quite find what he was looking for. Has to pass it back outside. This one's sent back to the corner. Long shot there. McDonough's able to get in front of that one. Fuster picks it up. He'll send this one out to center. That one finds Brunton. Brunton gives it to Schroeder. Schroeder, he'll find a teammate. Won't quite be able to get that shot fully off. They'll say he had a foot down and it'll get turned over. 10 minutes gone so far, only 1 goal on the board. Silvertips currently leading. Cole Scott has it on his stick. He'll send it back out to center. They'll work around the outside with it. Thinks about the long shot. Fakes the pass. Goes to the other side. Nice spin move. Long shot. Bounces a bit high, and McDonough will just catch it on the way back. This one gets waved down. And it looks like we're going to be getting our first time out of this game so far. And with this chance, we'll give you a quick reminder of our sponsors. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard, led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors. They are dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. Explore the academy by visiting vimyedmonton.ca/lacrosse. And while we're at it, be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets, as you can see from the bottom right of our screen right there. Draw will take place following the playoffs on Monday, July 29th, with a maximum take-home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen now, or visit our social media channels for more information at Vimy LAX TV or CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. We're about to get back underway here. They'll send along, or they'll get started early, sending this one far. Penner sees a lane. He'll whistle this one top right. Won't quite beat the goaltender. That one's knocked off his stick. They try and find Penner again, but he'll put a little bit too much mustard on that one, and now the Mavericks are heading back down the floor. They'll try and set up in the offensive zone. Long shot. That one will get deflected. This one walks through the legs of a few players, but it's picked up. Heading down the floor. He's all alone. Long shot. But that one just goes wide of the right post. We'll get a whistle. And we might be getting our first penalty of this one. And it looks like that'll be the case. Or the case. The Mavericks are heading to the box here. We'll see what the call ends up being. It'll be a 2-minute minor. And this will be the first power play of this one for the Silvertips so far. Big chance here to hop up 2 goals. Norris has it up high. Gives it to Penner. Nice shot. Excellent save. The Mavericks goalie has had to be strong early in this one. They'll send a long one here. It's picked up. Now the Silvertips heading down the floor. They'll give it to the captain. The official call will be roughing on that last penalty. Penner finds Norris. Norris, bounce shot. It'll get blocked in front. Now the Mavericks going to try and do something while on the penalty kill. He'll get knocked down, and it'll get stolen. They're heading back down the floor. He has Shabak and Schroeder with him. Schroeder will be the one to take the shot. Won't quite go. Off the bounce, it'll find Penner. Minute 5 still left on their power play. Norris, Penner. Nice shot, goes right off the chest. So they set things up. He's looking for a long bomb. He'll find it, one-handed Odell style, walking in alone. And he'll bury it. The Mavericks get their first one of the postseason, tying things right. First one of the second round, excuse me, as they tie things up. Coming off the stick of Hayden Sutherland, and it doesn't get much prettier than that. Going up with one hand. And that makes 6 points already. 5 goals for him on the postseason after their 2-game sweep of the Chill. And we'll hear the crowd get loud for that one, because we've got a lot of Mavericks fans in the building. Norris and Penner going back and forth. Tries to find Schroeder down the middle, won't quite get it there. We'll get knocked off his stick. Picked back up by Shabak, but he won't quite get the shot off. We got another hand in the air here. And this time, Are they sending two? They might be. It looks like they will. Both Shabak for the Silvertips, and I believe that is Noah Perez heading to the box for the Mavericks. Looks like that's going to be another roughing call, I believe. We'll wait for the official call from slashing is going to be the official call. I read it a little bit wrong, but regardless, two 2-minute minors. I believe incidental. So it'll be 3-on-4 for 19 seconds. Oh, they're going to have it be 4-on-5. That makes more sense. I was going off what we had out here, but they're going to make it 4-on-5, making it so both of these minor penalties are both incidental, won't count. As for what's happening on the floor here, I think. That's the way I'm reading it, but nonetheless. It looks like we're about to get back underway here. Oh. We don't have one penalty on the board here, and it looks like they're waiting for that one to be returned. They're waiting for both of them to be taken off. Now that's interesting. Norris, long shot, won't quite find much. They'll set this one up. Penner, not quite able to get that one to find netting. It looked like Schroeder thought it was in. Penner back to Norris as they're back even strength. The shot, ooh, it nearly just barely sneaks by the goaltender, but it just won't get there. They'll head back down the floor. Setting things up, pushing their way in. Bounce shot. They'll try another one. First one missed left, that one missed right. That one they finally get on goal. McDonough has to make a decent save. Turned over in front, but they won't quite get it off. But it'll give them another chance to set up. Chance here, he'll walk in, but won't find that bottom right corner he was looking for. This one's picked up. As they continue to try and work in on offense. They'll center it. He'll walk in. Long shot. McDonough is able to stay solid and cover that one right up. Just a touch over 5 minutes left in the first period here. 1-1 is the score after that shorthanded goal by Sutherland. Norris. They'll rotate this one. They're trying to find their second goal of the game here. Walking in, using the body, looking for a shot. He'll pass it to the corner instead. This one finds Nickel, but he won't be able to do much with it as the shot clock goes off. So they make their way back down the floor now. They'll center this one, and he'll go off. Setting things up here. He'll find Gardner. Gardner sends it over to Painshot. Long shot. That one bounces off the crossbar and into the netting. Now the Silvertips heading the other way once again. This one's on the stick of Twite. They'll give this one over to Penner as he slows things down. Trying to find someone down the middle. Schroeder has it now. He'll play the body. Walking in. Nearly knocked off his stick. That one's just walked, or knocked wide, sorry. We've got a hand in the air. And it looks like we've got a penalty to the Mavericks on that last hit. And with that, once again, we're going to see the Silvertips get another power play here. Weren't quite able to score on their last one. In fact, they got scored on. which was what led to that shorthanded goal by Sutherland. Shabak finds Penner. Penner to Schroeder. Schroeder down low. He'll get it right back. Right over to, that's Shabak getting the shot off, but it'll be blocked, sent back out, and Penner has to go back out to grab it. Penner, nice shot there. It'll get stopped as they make their way through center. He's all alone, sees a shot, takes it. Won't quite beat the goaltender. As now they've got a renewed shot clock to waste down this power play, or penalty kill. He's gonna walk in, might have a chance. They'll say he had a foot down. He was able to power his way pretty far there. Now the Silvertips get a chance to use the final minute of their power play here. Penner sends that one over to Twite. Back to Penner. He'll try the shot and he'll bury it. Chase Penner has two. An excellent goal there, sets up the Silvertips pretty well. As we get ready for another face-off here. 3:09 left on the clock now, 2-1. Your score, home team leading. Silvertips jumping ahead with that last goal right there from Chase Penner, who has both of the team's goals early in this one. Levine, he'll work his way in, and he's got speed on the edge. He's gonna walk this one around the back of the net. And he'll find Schroeder. They'll get things set up. Working their way in. Passes it over. Finds Schroeder once again. Schroeder sees a lane. He'll have to work his way in, though. Wasn't quite able to get that off. As he gets knocked into the board. Beats the first defender, but the shot clock will beat him. Now Mountain View heading the other way. As they'll work in on the right side here. Trying to set something up. Pushing his way in, and a good save there. But the Silvertips will end up turning it over. Scott sends it over. Ooh, beautiful pass, but was just interfered on the shot. Silvertips get the steal in the corner. He'll get tripped up. He's heading the other way. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Shabak with him. He'll hit him. Sending it back up high to Twite. And he'll bury it. Silvertips jump up by 2. As this has been one heck of a start for the home team here. As if they're trying to send a message early in this one. They'll fight for it here. They'll win it with a kick. Now the Mavericks get their offensive players out there. Harnack is going to walk this one behind the goal. Walks in. He sees a lane. Diving shots. Won't quite get it off, though. He sees a lane. Another 2-on-1 chance. Was looking for Penner. Decided against it. As Norris sets things up, he'll find Schroeder. They'll send it back to the corner. They're looking to use their momentum. Penner with a great shot there, but it just goes wide. Norris goes 5-hole. Excellent save. Now the Mavericks looking for something. That pass went a little bit too high. It'll end up getting whistled down. As he put a little bit too much lob on that pass. They'll set up their offense. Norris will find Penner. Penner's looking for a teammate. Finds Schroeder. Schroeder pushing in. He'll take a shot there, but it'll get knocked back out. 13 seconds on the shot clock. This one will find Norris. Norris working his way in. Send back over. Finds the boards as they'll push their way in. Long shot, but I believe the shot clock went off first. Now Mountain View is going to head the other way. Oh, it looks like we'll get a timeout first, though, before we get the last 27.8 seconds of the first period. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and river valley. Work in a thriving community and play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. So far, an excellent game to get this series underway, or excellent start to the game. 3-1 is your score. Early on, the Silvertips would break the tie, but it would be quickly matched by a shorthanded goal by Sutherland. Penner would be the one to break it for the Silvertips before setting up, I believe it was Coltwhite who got the goal that put the Silvertips up by 2, which leaves us where we are with 27.8. The Mavericks are looking for something to maybe just give them even momentum going into the second period here. As if they could bury one, could very easily set them up for what could be a really good second period. Let's see what they've got. So they'll walk this one in. Shot clock's turned off. Silvertips bench getting loud. Looks back at the clock, 10 seconds left. They're looking for something. Find someone, long shot, McDonough makes the save. They're looking for the rebound, and they'll just walk this one out, and with that, the first period of our second round series here at Genesis Place is done and through. We'll have a 10-minute break before the second period here. Make sure to stick around for that, as I'm sure the rest of this game is sure to be a good one. Period 2 just around the corner here. You're watching CROW LAX TV. I'm Simon Shaskovsky. It's the game 1 of round 2 in between the Silvertips and the Mavericks. This one's for the Central Division, as both of these teams are facing off to see who can take it home. I'm tripping over all of my words, and the main reason is because the atmosphere in this building is just incredible. We've got fans from both sides coming here to represent their teams, and things have been getting loud very early in this one. Your score is 3-1 with the Silvertips leading after a last-minute push to end off the first period. We're getting ready for the first face-off, the second period, and we're underway. This one will be won by the Silvertips. Shabak picking it up, and he's going to walk this one down the floor. He takes it behind the goal. Spin move, he'll hold on to it. Finds Penner up high. Penner finds Twite. Twite finds Norris. As Norris walks this one in, he sees a shot, he'll shoot it low. Ends up getting his own rebound and a renewed shot clock. Norris bounces this one. As they'll walk this one out. The Mavericks trying to set up their offense now. He'll get knocked around, sends it back into the corner. Long shot, McDonough's able to get there. Pick back up as they get a new shot clock. They'll set a few screens. Rotating this one around. He'll have it in the corner. Find someone up high. He'll have the shot. McDonough will get the better of him. No one's quite able to get this one picked up until Fuster gets it. He's heading down the floor. He'll have to turn back once he realizes he's alone, though, as they get things started. Walking it in. Sending it to the corner. Long shot, he'll bounce it and it'll beat him. Tyler Montgomery makes it 4-1. The Silvertips have started very strong here in round 2. Be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets. Draw will take place following the playoffs on Monday, July 29th, with a maximum take-home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen now or visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. Penner's going to take this one up at center. So the Silvertips get their offense started, trying to hold on to the momentum that they've quickly gathered. This one's picked up by Penner. Knocked off his stick, but he'll get it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Penner fakes the pass, goes off of a stick. And that means the Silvertips will get this one right back. Penner, all alone, walks in. Not able to beat Peck. Penner gets knocked down in the corner, able to hold on to it, trying to find a pass, gets knocked off his stick, found by Norris. Norris walks it back out to center, finds Shabak. 20 seconds on the shot clock, finds Schroeder, bounce, walking in. Excellent save by Peck to stay strong there. As they walk this one around. Muratori has it up high. Walks off a screen, long shot. Shabak picks this one up at center. Sends it down low, he'll find Brunton. Brunton back to Shabak. They'll walk it in. Once again, finds Shabak. Shot clock running out. Long shot. Doesn't quite find the goaltender as it's bounced. It'll be an easy pickup by Peck. The captain has it. He'll send it out. Finds Muratori. Muratori finds the edge. Diving shot! McDonough stays strong. They'll find this one in the corner. Fuster has it. He'll pick it up and he'll make his way down the floor. They'll get their offensive players out there. That's Twite. Thought he saw a lane, turned back. Sends it back out. Finds Nickel. Nickel back down low. They'll keep working it around. This one's on Twite's stick once again. Walks off a screen. Long shot. Easily picked up by Peck. He'll walk over center with it. Makes his way in. Able to quickly fool the defender. Turns back with it. Sends it back to the corner. This one's on the stick of the goal scorer, Sutherland, who takes a long shot. Won't quite find netting. Heading back down the floor now is the Silvertips. Trying to set up their offense. Hand it off to Shabak, who finds Schroeder, and they'll get things underway. Norris in the corner. Walks it in. Norris. Able to walk around a screen, get in alone. Tries to go 5-hole, but won't beat him. Sutherland pushing his way down the floor. He'll end up going down. Maybe a chance for Fuster. He's not alone, but he'll play it anyway. Takes the shot. They'll say he had a foot down. And now the Mavericks get to go the other way. Long pass there to set things up. On the stick of Muratori once again. Sent back up high. Long shot. Goes off something and goes high. So now the Silvertips will get it. Picked up by Nickel. Nickel finds Cole Twite. Cole Twite tries to find Shabak. It'll be picked off. Muratori heading the other way. He'll go right. Takes the shot, but he won't find McDonough. We'll see the Mavericks get their offense going here. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot. McDonough's able to stay solid. Tries a long pass. Shabak picks it up. He has someone with him. That's Norris. Norris not able to beat him. Did it cross the line? They're not sure. They'll say it didn't. As that'll definitely be an interesting one. As our angle up here definitely made it so we weren't able to quite tell, but it looked very close. The Mavericks working their way in. Sutherland, beautiful fake, just couldn't quite finish the job on that one. It's picked up as they'll work with it here. That one hits the ref. As Cullen's chasing him. He'll get a big hit there. Cullen able to get the steal, roll it in. Fuster will chase. Fuster had to go for the shot, didn't quite get it. Now the Mavericks heading back down the floor. 7.5 minutes gone. 4-1 is your score. The only goal so far of the second period was for the Silvertips. Payne shot. He'll find a teammate. They'll try and get something off. McDonough thought about chasing it, decided against it. Silvertips getting back nonetheless. Ooh, a little bit of a broken ankle play there. He'll make his way down the floor. Long pass. Won't quite find Twite. Finds Norris instead. Norris will push his way in. Long shot goes off the shoulder. Peck sends a long pass. Won't quite find a Maverick, as it looks like he's going to find Nickel. But it'll be picked back up off the boards, and the Mavericks rush to get their offense out there as he's all alone. somehow he's still holding on to it, and finally they pry it out of his hands as Mondragon heads the other way. Mondragon finds Shabak. Shabak fakes his way in, sees a lane, turns back with it, finds Norris. Long shot! Norris buries it! And that makes things 5-1 as the Silvertips are starting to run away with it. And it looks like we're going to see a goalie change coming in. That'll be Alex Swan, the goaltender who had a 900 save percent, above 900. I think it was, again off memory, I think it was 923 save percentage. But that will do it for Peck, who had to make a couple very tough saves and did an excellent job. But it was not quite enough, and they'll try something new. Shabak has it on his stick. He'll take a few whacks, sending it down for Cole Twite. He'll work his way down the floor now. Finding Drake May. Long pass there across center, didn't quite get there. Nickel, if he's got the speed, he's got a breakaway. Looks like that'll be the case, but he won't beat Alex Swan. Not an easy save for his first one out there, but he did an excellent job making it. Miratori works his way in. He sees an edge. Has to dive for it. Penner has it walking along the boards here. Norris with another chance, looking for two. This one bounces over the net. Miratori all alone potentially. Looks like that'll be the case. He'll walk in, won't quite beat the goaltender. Penner on the other side, spins off the defender. He'll walk in. Maybe a chance for him, doesn't look like it. Guess he'll slow things down. Nice shot from Norris, covered right up. Gets knocked off his stick. Penner gets it back. He'll send a long one. Gets back to Penner. He's all alone with speed. He's got the Hattie! As that makes 6-1. Just 11 minutes into the second period here. As the Silvertips continue to run away with this one. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors, they are dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. Explore the academy by visiting vimyedmonton.ca/lacrosse. We're back underway here after that last goal by Chase Penner. The Mavericks looking for just something here to make things just a little bit closer. They still have plenty of time and still have plenty of fight in them. It's just time to see what they can make of it. Jordy Benko is knocked off his stick. They'll head back down the way. On a breakaway chance here. All alone. Hillbrandt off the post. Chase White. That one gets knocked off his stick. They'll whistle this one down. It looks like we're going to be getting a timeout here. I wasn't quite sure at first, but I think that is going to be the case. Be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets. Draw will take place following the playoffs on Monday, July 29th, with a maximum take-home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen right now or visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on both Instagram and X. Both teams returning to the court here. 8:14 left in the second period. 6-1 is your score. Silvertips leading as they've started the postseason very strong. Muratori walking this one down the court alone. He'll look for a teammate and find one. As Hayden Sutherland pushes it in, finds Muratori, finds someone on the corner. Tries to find someone cutting down the middle, but didn't quite get there. He'll get knocked down, no hands up. And now we're gonna see Brunton all alone. Gives it to Shabak. Finds Cullen, gives it to Norris, behind the back! Can't do it much better than that, baby! As they go up 7-1. Wow! This one's picked up by Nickel. Heading back down the floor alone. He'll send it back out. Finding DeGroot. Norris, long shot. Popped up for Nickel. Won't quite make something of it. Long pass, but we got a hand in the air. And it looks like it'll be the Mavericks heading to the box. As we'll wait to see what the call is. We'll wait for the official call on the play here. It's going to be a 2-minute minor with the Silvertips getting another power play. I don't think Mountain View has gotten a power play yet. And they'll score on the power play very early. That's another one from Norris, as they are just letting them roll right in at this point. And the Silvertips have let their presence be known. Ooh, a stick got knocked out of his hand there. They'll finally get it out of his hands as the Mavericks get their offense going. Bounce pass. Still send this one down low. This one's stolen as they take it back down the floor now. Nickel. He'll find Colin. Colin looking for a lane. He'll walk in. See, takes it himself off the crossbar. Now heading back down the floor will be the Mavericks. He'll choose to slow things down. Just a touch under 6 minutes left in the second period now. Working their way down the floor. He's all alone. Maybe a diving chance. Had to be a bit too fancy, though, because that was basically a dive while shooting behind his back. Didn't quite go for him. Muratori. Ooh. Excellent save there from McDonough. Nickel works his way in. Finds Shabak. Shabak fakes out the first defender. Finds Penner. Nice shot. He was looking for his fourth of the game at this point, but wasn't quite able to get it. They'll push their way in. That's Muratori. Fakes out the defenders. Nice shot. Didn't go. They'll make their way down the court once again. Silvertips on the rush. They'll find Penner once again. He'll give it to the captain. Schroeder thinks about the long shot. It gets knocked off his stick. They're fighting for it now. Schroeder will be the first one there. He takes a few whacks, walks off the screen, finds Penner low, diving shot! That's 4, baby, as Penner just continues to add to his goal total on the game. At this point, 9-1, I believe.
Silvertips goal, scored by number 6, Chase Penner. Assisted by number 16, Mason Schrader. And number 24.
And we've got a penalty on the board here. I can't say I saw it. We'll wait for the call on it. It's a 2-minute minor assessed to the Mavericks. Looked like Penner might have been. That one was sent a little bit too high. Dwight. He'll send it over to Norris. Excellent save there. The call on the play was roughing, assumingly after the goal. Walking in, tries the low shot. Penner won't find it. Finds Schroeder on the other side, and he'll whip that one in. And this one, as you could just see the hurt on the face of the Mavericks here. And there's not a much better way to just send a message than what the Silvertips are doing here today. 10-1, and we're still in the second period. People have been talking about this matchup for the last month, waiting for it. Still plenty of series to go! And as I was talking about it, the Mavericks score one. And that's a big momentum shifter right there. And you might not think it, but that is a huge goal for the Mavericks, as they've been goalless since early in the first period, finally breaking that seal once again. And you never know, maybe the floodgates might open here. Muratori, he'll send it out to center. He'll find Lodermeyer. Walks in, Muratori. Won't quite beat McDonough. Brunton. Gonna walk this one in. Cullen has it. He'll find Schroeder. Schroeder down to Norris. Norris is gonna walk around the outside here. Sends it to the other side. He'll take a few whacks. Finds Cullen. He'll go down. Finds someone inside. Bounce shot went a little bit too high. As now the Mavericks head the other way down the floor. 2:35 left on the clock here. Fuster. He'll push his way in. Long pass. Finds Twite. Bounce to Shabak. He's going to walk this one back behind the goal. Trying to find someone. They'll continue to work with it here. A beautiful goal there for Penner. That makes 5 on the game for him. As he was able to just walk right in and bury another one. And it looks like we might be making another goalie switch, as the Mavericks are bringing back out Peck. This one's won by Levine. He's gonna try and rush his way in. Takes a few hits on the way. It looked like the Mavericks did not quite know that Levine didn't have the ball anymore. They'll try and find Muratori down the middle, won't get there. Sutherland has to go to the corner to pick it up, won't quite get there either. Now heading down the floor, Montagon, all alone, decides against the shot as he turns back with it. Cullen has it. Walks off the screen, Norris. Finds Montgomery. Oh, Norris on the rebound was not quite able to get it over Peck. Norris once again goes low, won't beat Peck. Less than a minute left here in the second period. Long bomb here, it's a little short, as they'll rush up the floor once again. He's gonna give it to Shabak. Shabak walks off the screen, sees a shot. Peck able to get there, bounces out though. Walking around with it, tipping it in. You don't see that too often. That one nearly able to beat Peck. Penner walks off another screen. Bounce shot won't go. They force their way up the floor. 10 seconds on the clock for the Mavericks here. Nice shot, but that one's covered right up by McDonough, and that will do it for the second period of play here. An excellent period for the Silvertips as they were able to pull away. And that will do it here for the second period. 20 more minutes left to go here in game 1 of this round 2 series. We'll be with you for the final 20 after this 10-minute break. Make sure to stick around. You're watching CROW LAX TV. We're back underway for the third period of play here at Genesis Place. In between the Silvertips and the Mavericks, as this game has not gone the Mavericks' way so far. Silvertips sending a message in game one of this one. So they get their offense going early. Beautiful save off of a beautiful shot as Peck was able to slide into that one. Muratori pushing his way down. Ooh, big truck.
5706. The jackpot is $80.
They'll set this one up. It'll get knocked off his stick. Sutherland has it now. He's going to push his way in. Spins off the hit. Continues to push. Bounce shot. Sutherland hits it. And he'll bury that one. And that makes things 11-3, a little bit closer. They just got to keep working down on it. If Silvertips could score that many goals in one period, why can't the Mavericks? And I think that's what they're working on right now. It's going to take one heck of a period, but they've still got a chance. He'll get knocked down.
Mavericks goal scored by number 12, Caden Sutherland.
Caden Sutherland gets his second of the game so far. Cullen will spin off that hit. Gets it knocked off his stick. He'll have to go back to pick it up. Shot clock continues to tick. Twite able to run into it. That's sent back out. Norris has to go all the way back. Over and back will be the call, as Norris hands this one off. The Mavericks get their offense going. Huge momentum shifting goal just a minute ago for the Mavericks. They set things up. He's gonna walk this one. He sees a lane. Just barely off the shoulder of McDonough. This one picked back up along the boards as Scott gets things started back up. Mavericks starting to rotate things now. He's going to push in on the blocker. Tries the bounce shot, won't quite get by. Tries another shot. That one, once again, just whistles right by that right post. This one's rolled out. Bit of miscommunications. Mavericks gets it back, but he tries a behind the back pass. A little too fancy as that one goes flying a little bit too high. Mondragon pushing in. He's going to give it to the captain as they get their offense going. Sending it down low. Penner thinks about the shot. Thinks about it again. Doesn't take it. Finally takes it. Excellent save by Peck, who's able to get there. Bounce shot. Stopped there by Twite, who's going to work his way in there. Norris comes out to receive it. And we've got a hand in the air. And it'll be a Maverick heading to the box here. It's assumingly going to be roughing. It is going to be a roughing call, I believe. This will be another power play for the Silvertips, as they've had much more than the Mavericks, I will point out. I believe they've only had 2 power play goals. Norris gets ready to take this one at center. A 5-minute major. So Norris takes it up at center. Penner, nice shot, excellent save by Peck. As we're going to see the Mavericks shorthanded for the next little while. Long pass, they're looking for a deep bomb there. They'll end up finding it on the second chance. He'll get stuck behind the boards though, behind the net. This one's picked back up by the Silvertips as they head back down the floor. 16:45 left in the third period now. Penner gives it to Norris, back to Penner. Gives it to Twite, excellent save by Peck. And Peck has been strong since returning to the game. He's had to make a few tough saves, and he's made most of them. He'll send a long pass here. Muratori, he'll push in. Has a lane, gets knocked down, still has the ball. Continuing to fight. He's pushing in, bounce shot. Excellent save by McDonough, and an excellent one-man push from Muratori, trying to do it all himself. This one's turned over, and it looks like we're gonna see the offense for the Mavericks come right back out on the floor. So we get ready to go. He'll get knocked into the boards. They're fighting with him for it. They're trying to knock the ball loose. Looks like they will. Fuster heading back down the floor now. He'll just throw this one backwards, and Norris will be there to pick it up. Walking her in. Tip shot. Didn't go. Schroeder sees a lane. Turns back with it. Norris puts that one low. Bounces off the stick and goes all the way down the floor. Chasing this one. Looks like the Mavericks will be there first. Only man to beat will be Norris, as he's going to beat him. Rushing in, diving shot. Won't beat McDonough. Mavericks get their rebound. Gets knocked off his stick. They're fighting for it. Schroeder is going to knock him into the boards here. Trying to knock it off his stick. And we've got a hand in the air. This one's going to be given to Schroeder. Or wait, they might be sending two here. Looks like they're sending both Norris and Schroeder for what assumingly, I saw a holding. It looked like it was going to be a holding. We'll see what both the calls end up being. I believe Norris is holding, and then it'll be cross-checking. Might be both holding. It looks like that will be the case. That's what I saw there. We'll wait for the official announcement of it, but that is my understanding of what we just saw. Yep, that will be the case. Both penalties will be for holding. We'll get things underway. Mavericks on the power play. 4-on-3, and they'll bury it. Bang! Nailing that one, going top corner. And they make things just a little bit closer. 11-4 now. The Mavericks are fighting back inch by inch. Which is how you got to do it when you're fighting against a lead this big. Down by 7, that's a big mountain. But it's clear that the Mavericks are not afraid to climb. This one will get picked up by Fuster. Lays down the shoulder, he walks in, he sees a lane, he'll take it. But Peck stays strong just a little bit longer. He's had a really good third period so far. So they're going to push their way in. That one gets knocked wide. Working it in. Gets knocked off the pad. Recovered by the Mavericks. Walking around the boards with it. Finds someone in front. but he'll find a defender. They'll find Sutherland back up high. Ooh, that shot whistled off the boards and all the way down the floor. As we'll wait for things to get back underway. Minute 2 left on the power play to both of the Silvertips player. Minute 33 left on that 5-minute major. Montgomery has it up high. He'll send it over to Twite, who finds a player in the corner. Norris has it. Norris back up high to Shabak. Shabak sends this one low. Tries to send a nice shot in, but it was a tough one and won't quite get through the defense. Mavericks starting to set up now. 30 seconds left on their power play. Or it won't be a power play, it's 4-on-4, excuse me. Pushing in, Sutherland trying to do it alone. Won't beat the goaltender. As he beat both the defenders, but he had to make a hard shot. Wasn't able to make it work. Shabak gets knocked back over the center line, I believe they said. It is an excellent defensive play there from Muratori. Shabak was not too happy about it. Pushing his way in. Mavericks trying to hold on to it, but they'll call him down in the crease. And with that, the Silvertips head down the floor in the other direction. Picking this one up will be Levine. He'll have to push him away. Find Schroeder, and they get their offense going. 10 seconds left. It gets knocked off his stick. Luckily, Twite was just coming off the bench to go pick it up, and he's going to head down the floor now. They're trying to take advantage of the trip player on the other side. Norris sees a lane, whistles it in. Peck once again makes a great save. Mavericks getting ready to go here. Muratori with it on his stick. They start to work. Tried the shot, didn't quite find it. 4 seconds left. It's one way to do it, put it quite a bit too high as that one finds netting. As Brunton has it here at center. He'll work his way in. Hands this one off. Puts it down low. Penner pushing in. Turns back with it. Takes the shot. That one tips just over the crossbar. They'll send a long pass for this one. Ethan Hildbrandt has it. Hands this one right off as Scott gets the offense going. Scott behind the back pass. Won't quite find who he was looking for with that one. As Gardner has it. Gardner gets stuck in the corner though. Some tough defense. It'll get turned over, and now heading the other way will be Mondragon. He's got some speed on the left side. Hands this one over to Twite. Twite looking for a teammate. Sends it over. This one's picked up. Back over to the corner now. Walking in with it. Sends it across. That one's on Twite's stick. They'll find the captain. Schroeder with the spin move. Beautiful shot. Didn't go. Rebound chance. They'll bury it. That'll make 12 for the Silvertips now as they get their first of the third period. Peck was doing an excellent job holding them scoreless, but he could only do so much. Not much he could do on that shot, as that one, I believe, rebounded to the other side of the net. As I don't think there's a lacrosse goalie on this planet that could have made that save. As we get ready for another face-off here. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and river valley, and work in a thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable, and visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. We're back underway now. That last goal came off the stick of Zachary Cullen. Another player who had an excellent, or did an excellent job in their in-season series, being tied for second for most Silvertip points at 5. Norris works off the screen. Excellent shot. Won't beat Peck. Second chance will go. Silvertips continue to stack. The Chaos Junior Lacrosse Club and its franchise, the Southern Alberta Chaos, are excited to announce that they will be hosting the McDonald Cup this year. The 2024 event will be hosted in the Centennial Regional Arena in Brooks, Alberta from August 7th to 11th. After a hiatus of 27 years, the Sharks in BC successfully hosted the 2023 tournament, where the Cranbrook Black Wolves became the first champion of the Rechristian McDonald Cup. Since 1995, the 8-team event was highly enjoyed by athletes, volunteers, and numerous lacrosse fans that attended. Please join us this August. For more information, visit macdonaldcup.ca. We're heading down the floor here. Nickel has it on his stick. He sees a lane. He's all alone. Peck gets in front of that one. Great save. The Mavericks try and work something in here. 9 minutes left. Hopes of a comeback are quickly draining, but a quick goal here might change that. Sutherland walking it in, but didn't quite find it. Goes off the crossbar. Second chance. Might go. McDonough says no. That one bounced right back out. This one's going to go all the way down the floor. Mavericks working their way in. They'll get pushed off of it. Ooh, that ball got stuck up in the netting there. So we're gonna have to probably get a new one. Oh, we're gonna get a penalty on that play as well. Silvertips heading to the box, and it looks like, while we haven't seen many of them, the Mavericks will be getting a power play here. It's gonna be a cross-checking call on this one. It looks like we've got a timeout on top of that as well, so we'll wait for both teams to get ready to go once again. 8:20 left on the clock. 13-4 is your score. And be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets. Draw will take place following the playoffs on Monday, July 29th, with a maximum take-home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen now, or visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on both Instagram and X. As we'll see what the Mavericks are drawing up here to try and bury one. It's been a long night for Peck. He has looked very good at points, but the Silvertips have just been relentless. As McDonough returns to his net on the other side of the floor. This has been one of the best showings I think we've seen from him all season. Just a spectacular performance and a huge reason why the Silvertips are up by this much. As we wait for things to get back underway here, and we're going. Muratori has it. He'll get it back. This one stopped. Stolen by the Silvertips. They head the other way. It's on the stick of Brunton. Gets knocked off his stick. And now the Mavericks get their offensive personnel out there once again. Muratori has it. Sends this one down low. He's going to walk this one back behind the goal. Sends it to Scott on the right side. Back up high. Long shot, bounced out. Picked back up by Scott. Muratori has it. Sent to Payne shot, back to Muratori, down to the corner. He's gonna walk around with it now. Find the back pass to Scott. Back up high to Muratori, but it bounces off his stick. Nothing will come of it. He's still got 10 seconds. Decides to shoot it. Goes a touch over the net. Muratori walking in to try and get a second chance at it. Won't get it. Brunton there to pick it up. He spins off the attacker. Ends up finding DeGroot, I believe. Moving up on the attack. He's going to give it to Norris. 34 seconds left on this Mavericks power play. Norris walking around the outside. Puts his shoulder down. Gets some help from Penner, but he's going to get pinned. Mavericks might be able to get the ball out here. They're sure trying. Norris goes down. Ball still not loose. They're fighting for it. Finally, they get it loose as the shot clock goes off. Norris doing an excellent job wasting the clock there. Mavericks working with it now. They'll send it down to the bottom left corner. Big catch by Fuster. And now heading down the other side of the floor will be Mondragon. He's got it. He'll find Twite. And 6 minutes left in the third period here. And we're back to even strength. Twite has it on his stick. He's going to push his way in. Won't quite get it to work. Bounce pass to Schroeder. Won't go. Peck will end up being the first one to grab it. This one was on the stick of Liam Steele before he handed it off to Scott. Scott sees a shot, goes top left, won't find it. This one's going to go all the way back down the floor to Peck. And the Silvertips get another chance to get their offense out there with 5:20 left in the third period here. With only 5 minutes left, the end of this game is almost a foregone conclusion, with the Silvertips certainly sending the Mavericks back to Innisfall with a bang, to say the least. As we'll be getting game 2 on Saturday. We won't be with you for that one, but if we see a Mavericks win, and there will be a game 3 scheduled for right here at Genesis Place, which we will be with you for. He'll trip on that attempt, tries to walk around with it, sends it to the corner. Finds someone inside, gets knocked off his stick. Mavericks able to recover, but only with a second left on the clock, so not much will come of it. Heading down the floor now will be Levine. Tries to pass this one over. It's barely caught. Somehow it's not on the stick of a Maverick until it is. He's all alone, rushing in. Great shot there as he brings their total up to 5, beating McDonough. There's one last blast of momentum for the Mavericks there. That one coming off the stick of Brendan Harnack. 13-5 is the score now. 4:15 left in the third period. As this one's going to get given to the Silvertips to get their offense back underway. They get their specialists out there. They'll send it down to the corner. Norris walks it in, tries the shot, bounces off the toe of Peck. Walking in here. Cullen won't beat Peck either. I will say Peck has had an excellent third period, all things considered. It's never easy entering a game when you're down by that much and just putting on a heck of a showing in the third period, and that's exactly what he's done. Coming out for his team and really setting a standard that I'm sure he'll be trying to repeat if he starts in game 2. Nearly a 5-hole goal there, but McDonough was able to get down quick enough. Long pass there. Able to find a defender as they'll walk in here. He'll give it to the captain. The Silvertips get their offense out there. Schroeder sees a lane, walking in, fakes right, goes high. A little too high though, as that one whistles over the crossbar. Norris finds Twite. Twite spins his way in, pops it up. Finds Cullen on the other side, but was beat by Peck on that one. They're gonna run down the floor now. He's got speed, running right into a defender, beats him, tries to turn away from it. This one's bounced high, picked up by Levine. Has a chance to try and hit Fuster long, decides not to take it. .230 left in the third period now. Cullen sends this one back down. They'll find Penner. Penner fakes the pass, fakes the shot as well, finds Norris on the opposite side. Walking that one in. It's saved, he'll end up down. Dunbar Correnda won't get the steal. This one's walking down the floor once again on the stick of Harnack. Harnack sees a lane, he's rushing in, he's looking for another one. Goes off the crossbar on that one. And he had that last goal, which was, I believe, only about 2 minutes ago. He was looking for a second. They'll rush over center here. Silvertips still looking for a little bit of offense. Schroeder sends it down to the corner. Twite has it. Walks off a screen from Schroeder. Sends it to the other side. And that'll end up being whistled down. Mavericks heading the other way. Muratori all alone. Has a teammate last second, but just not able to get the pass off. And it looks like Muratori's down. Thankfully, he'll get up, and it looks like he's all right. Norris has it here on the left side. Sends a bit too long of a pass as that one ends up going all the way into the Silvertips bench. 1:05 left in the third period here. 13-5 is your score. It looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Not entirely sure which team called this one, but nonetheless. 1:04 left on the clock. As I mentioned, we will not be having the coverage for Saturday's Game 2, but if there is a Game 3, you can bet that we will be right back here at Genesis Place for that one. We wait for things to get underway. Big hit right off the jump. He goes down. And with that, we're going to see it immediately turned over. Silvertips with just a minute left are going to get the ball. And he'll take it to the corner. Norris tries the shot off the pad. Norris goes back to pick it up once again. Find the back pass. Ended up being a shot. It'll be saved by Peck. Heading back down the floor now. Mavericks continue to work in here. Things are getting chippy in the last minute. So we're seeing a lot of off-ball pushing and shoving. As he goes down. Maybe a chance on the rush. Breakaway. All alone down the left side, but Peck stays strong and ends up in the corner. And that will do it for Game 1. Silvertips win as they pull out a massive one to get round 2 started. As they're trying to show that that regular season title means a lot as for this series. Winning Game 1 and sending the Mavericks back home to Innisfall with a loss, as we'll have to wait to see what happens in Game 2 as to whether we're gonna need to come back here to Genesis Place we'll see what happens if this is the last I hear of you for this playoff run. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good night.